What's going on, guys? This is JC. Welcome to my channel. So in this video I will be touching some things that I find to be flawed, or that is how I see them. So there are also a lot of toxicity related to them, and as you can see, I am GZ the Clanless right now. You can see around me people are in Clan, but I myself is Clanless at the moment because I do not see much point being in a clan. The reason is, let me just quickly tell you. The first reason is when we go here, hold on, not here, we go into the activities. I can pretty much still do the, what's the shadow lottery, not that, I can do the assembly, I can do the vault without being in a raid, I can do my contracts, although I won't be, yeah, I can do the path of exile as well, but I already hit 100 there. But anyways, the only thing I cannot participate in Rite of Exile or in the Shadow War. And if we see the rewards of new PvP Shadow rewards, then you would notice that you actually get nothing on Thursday Shadow War now, and you will only get the reward on the Saturday Shadow War, so that makes it even more worse. And for the Rite of Exile, it actually favors the one who pays a lot, because that increases the player's chances to be in the Rite of Exile. But a player like me who is lower on resonance, even though if you are competitive, you will still have lower probability of being in one because of your resonance. And every single clan have their own mechanic that they run to let you know if you can be a part of the Rite of Exile or not, but mostly is about the resonance. And therefore, if you guys are trying to compete for the 12% buff that you can actually get, then just forget it. If you are a mid spender or even a competitive but cannot spend a lot, then forget it. You cannot go above 8% because you need a win from Rite of Exile, and to do that you need to be in Rite of Exile at the first place. And a player like me who has less chance of getting into Rite of Exile, the reason is, let me quickly show it to you guys. Well, these are the top 10 clans, and consider yourself a low spender and not with enough resonance, then you have to adjust yourself knowing that you will not get chance or much chance to get into Rite of Exile, because these top 10 clans are going to have a lot of players that are paying a lot in the game. And therefore, if you are a low resonance guy and still a competitive, then you will not have a chance to get into Rite of Exile unless you find a clan that is outside top 10. And the higher you go, let's say if there is a top 1 clan, then that would mean they have the most whales inside the clan, and that will make your chance to get into the Rite of Exile even less. And this makes me come to my conclusion that if you are a mid spender and still competitive and cannot get into Rite of Exile, then there is no point for you to push really hard for your clan or anything else, and you should just focus on what you can actually gain from the clan itself, because you will not be able to get in Rite of Exile. So what you should be looking at in clans, even if you are competitive and mid spender, so what you should be looking into clans is two things, which is, in my opinion, makes the clan high value clan, and that is, where is it? I am still getting used to it. Hold on. All right, I'll go here in the clan, not here. All right, you come here and you look up to their tower, and for some reason the description isn't showing up, but here they have the PvP enchantment that gives 10% life. This is the high priority tower, and yeah, they have one of which. And what about them? They have two. They do not have that. They do not have that, so it makes them less high value clan in my opinion, because you won't be able to get much benefit out of them if you cannot be in part of right of exile. So these are not really great as well. Let's move forward. So as you can see, only few clans are holding the one that actually give you life, and the second one is challenge rift's speed. This is one of the great one. The reason is because it will help you finish raids faster, which increases your chance, where is it, which increases your chance to be in top 10, and with that you will actually get more rewards weekly, the scrap and the material. That makes that a curse tower bonus more high value. So always look for these two towers that clan is holding, and you will still be able to gain something out from the clan despite of not being in right of exile. Now let me touch this toxicity part. If you are not interested in these two as well, and you are not getting in right of exile because Blizzard is favoring the strong players who actually pays, and that is just stupid in my opinion, because every single thing that they are doing like this actually doesn't bring balance, but instead they are trying to show you that you are actually an inferior player compared to a superior who can actually pays a lot. But anyways, if you guys are not interested in these two either, then what does that mean for you? So now let me just touch the toxicity part, which is, let's say if you are tired and you wanted to be part of right of exile and you are not interested in these buffs, so what is there for you to look? Well, most people would say that they are not interested in getting this new clock because it's just a look that you can get, but most would say no man, I would still like to get this because it is something that you can set your milestone. So, or you can say you can select that as a milestone that you can actually want to achieve. So let's say you have no longer any loyalty to any clan, and if you guys are watching this video from my server, then I would ask you, would you help me to try this test? And the test is me jumping from one immortal clan to the next immortal clan every single reign and unlock these clocks way quicker than most people by just choosing the clans that are going to be in the immortals. So this way I will get my 4 weeks quickly, then 10, 14, maybe blessed as well, because if you are not getting anything out of a clan, then there is no point for you to give extra effort. But if I am talking about this as a content creator, and I mean, then there is a big possibility that players that are not making any content and are just shadow, they can actually change their loyalty for this clock, and they can actually jump from one immortal clan to another every single reign to get this clock, and with time there will be a lot of drama coming with that. And I have already seen, I think Omni Flesh was suggesting that do not bring that, and I actually kind of agree with him. He was saying that like don't bring this because in coming future this will bring a lot of toxicity, and people would be saying that my clock is bigger than your ass. So yeah, this is actually going to be a reality, if not now then later, when let's say I'll get this by jumping from one clan to another immortal coin every single rain because of me conducting this test for you guys. Then people would be saying me, oh, look at this Malaka, he has this clock already unlocked, how did he do it? And I'll tell them the way that this is how I did it. Then most people would be thinking the same thing. Oh hell, I do not get in right of exile. My clan buffs are not great either, they are not high value. So why not I should do the same thing as well and get this clock. Whether it's a beneficial or not, I can still show it off to anyone, and if someone tries to be a smart ass to me, I can just tell him that look at my clock, it's bigger than your ass. But yeah, there are going to be these elements coming with this as well. So do let me know if you guys want me to jump from one immortal reign to another. And also maybe Blizzard might wake up after seeing this video, if they decided to, and make a fix saying we are making now some changes to the Shadow Clan. The person who is no longer in the clan cannot actually participate in assembly, vault, and do their contracts or part of exile whatsoever. This actually brings more value to the clan, so that you have to be a part of that. But right now you do not have to do that. Just be a shadow and leave the clan, and you can do every single thing and you don't have to worry about anything. But maybe making this video might, you know, bring some ideas into Blizzard mind. And maybe if I am talking about jumping from one immortal reign to another, they might also prevent some walls there, that so that people would actually not do that and leave their clans for these clocks. But this is actually going to happen whether I do it for you guys or not, or whether I get a chance in my server to do that or not. There are still going to be people who is actually going to do this. I am just showing you guys the reality, so don't hate on me. This is actually the fact and the reality that needs to be changed, and how that can be possible. Blizzard need to bring balance, they need to bring more value to the clans, and they can do that by bringing fairness, meaning Deed of Valor should not include right of exile to obtain a perfect impact, so you can still get 12% buff if you put enough effort and play enough to get this. Also, like I said, there should be some prevention system as well, and if there is not, you are free to exploit it. Go ahead, do that, jump from one immortal clan to another if you are not getting much out of your clan, because that is the reality of it. Get yourself a clock, show off to your friends and tell them, yeah, it's looking nice. I know I am not interested in a clock, but still it is something that others don't have it yet, and I actually obtain it a lot faster than anyone else by using this trick to jump into one immortal reign to another. And I am sure if someone is watching this video from my server, I might get the invitation that we will set you up for this testing, or maybe they will hit on me for bringing this idea to you guys, because people might be talking about this in silence right now, but I am now bringing this to you guys. So it is going to be a public now, but it is there, and I am actually thinking of using it until there is a prevention system to that, or if we see some more value to be in a clan permanent, because we are still going to get the 8% buff. And let's say you are in a clan which is top 10, then you cannot be in part of right of exile, which in my opinion is, if you cannot be in right of exile, then there is no point for you to push so hard that it actually gives you nothing. You can just come and go, participate in some activities, just play at your own pace, because you're not going to get any chance there in the top 10 unless you pay a lot, because this is how Blizzard had made the system to show that who is superior and who is inferior. So yeah, right now I have not decided what I am going to do, but in my mind I want to conduct this test to obtain the clock. So if someone from my server is saying this and can set me up for this for this test that I want to do, from jumping one clan to another that is going to be immortal every reign, let me know. And if you are hating on me for this to bring it to you guys, I would still respect your comments and opinion, because I know there is a lot of toxicity attached to these things, and me talking about this could actually make me a target as well. But reality is this: we have to accept it and we have to show it if we want to bring a change, and that is exactly what I am doing. And if you guys are wondering, GZ, you are in a partner program, why are you making a video and not going directly to the developers? The thing is, I am not one of those content curators that just makes a video and not talk directly to the developers. I do both things, and believe it or not, as long as you guys do not make enough noise, it doesn't make it different. Even if we talk to developers and try to bring change, we always need a support from you guys. So if you see something is not right, talk about it. It doesn't matter if you are talking about that in my video or on Reddit or anything, any place else. You have to raise your voice, because raising your voice is the only thing that could bring a change. So always do that. And with this, I am going to end my video here, and I hope and wish you a good day. And with that, I'll see you guys in my next one. Until then, take care, have fun, and bye guys.